Have you seen these new Forest River hard-sided truck campers with the pop-out? Well, I haven't, so y'all come go with me. We'll tour it together. Hello and welcome here after kids. We're up here just north of Denver at Miracle RV. Man, this place is amazing. The owner and his wife, they granted me access to come up and take a look at this Real Lite HS2114. I haven't been in one this big before. I mean, this is gonna be pretty cool. Now it's gonna take a 1-ton to take this thing around. So why don't y'all come go with us? We'll take a look at it real quick. First thing I want to do is I want to take a look around the outside, how slick and pretty this thing is. Look at all the little features and things that it has. Oh, the beautiful smoke windows. Man, I really like this gray color on this camper. That's pretty attractive. Comes with automatic jacks. Big propane bottle. Water connections. Plug-ins, cable and satellite plug-ins. My goodness, now that's high class right there. Furnace, refrigerator. It looks like they have these little compartments. It's just like most of the Forest River truck campers. On this one right here, it specifically tells you need an 8-foot bed. So your bed's gonna actually kind of go back up in there. And that's why they have these outdoor lights on the back. So when your tail lights of your truck are completely covered, that right there will be your brake lights and blinkers. One thing I really like about these hard sides is this awning right over the back door. Now mine being a pop-up, I don't have room for that, so all we've got is a little bitty pop-up out on the passenger side. But that big awning right there, that would sure shade everything coming off the back side of this camper. Look at that pop-out. Got some outdoor speakers. Apparently that's the shower. I really like it has another awning over here on this pop out so you can sit out here in the shade in the summertime. And one thing I haven't seen on a lot of them is this right here. I don't know what all that means, but I'm sure it's a big deal. But my initial walk around this camper in the very beginning, the first thing that I noticed and I fell in love with was this huge bumper back here. Now, if you've seen my Palomino pop-up, you know that I don't have a bumper whatsoever. I just have stairs that hooks into the bottom of the door. So there's really no place to put anything back here, but man, this bumper's amazing. For your sewer hoses. Water hoses. Even comes with its own step. There's your valves for your black water and your gray water, which the connections should be right here. Now, that's one of the things that a lot of people don't realize when they're buying a camper is where their black water and gray water connection hose is. Like on mine, it sits right here. So if I connect mine up to sewer, then I have to run my hose underneath the stairs and over to the driver's side, because in all your state parks, pretty much everything is going to be over here on your driver's side, along with all your connections for your water and things like that. And you really don't realize it until you get it out there and you start getting everything hooked up and you see just kind of what a pain it is to have to buy extra hoses and run everything on those little chairs. That way you get your gravity feed all the way over to your dump area. It really is something to keep in consideration when you're buying a camper. Another key feature about this one that I really like that mine doesn't have, nor have I seen it on any other camper so far, is that little door right there. You have access to your battery, to your freshwater drain. Because if I wanted to access that stuff, I'd have to go in, I have to disassemble the little bench that you sit on to even get to my battery. And now my camper's 2 years old, I'm sure I'm probably need to change my battery out, and that's gonna be a chore. But I sure am glad that they've got an access port for that. Man, I really like how they designed all the little things on this one. They have a place for a ladder that you can put right here on the side. They have a spot for your backup camera. They even have awning lights. You talk about bells and whistles. This thing's got it all. Now, I haven't even opened the door yet to even look inside. So we're fixing to do that for the first time. Hey babe, you ready to go inside? Look at the size of that door. I bet I don't even have to duck. Wow. So this camper pretty much has it all. Let's go through some of the things that I see right off the bat that I don't like, and then we'll go through some of the stuff that I really do like. Check this out. Comes with an AC unit, but it's blocked by that wall. So how are you gonna get air back there to where you're sleeping when you're all the way back up around that corner? Because it doesn't have any roof vents. So you'll probably have to put a fan right here to blow cold air back into that bedroom. Is that being picky? I don't know. But let me show you something else right here in front of this refrigerator. So we got 2 steps right in front of the refrigerator. But even though it's a full-size refrigerator, I mean, to reach in and grab your stuff. Ooh, nice freezer. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, that's okay for tall people, but us short people.
Well, okay, short person, try it out.
I would have to do, I mean, there's no.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
I can't reach anything. I mean, I would have to get here and then down. So, and then, which it's inconvenient, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if that's practical or picky, to be honest. I think I would trip over that step more than once, for sure. And that's exactly what slides, is that top step. And that slides so big, it probably slides all the way up to this wall right here, almost.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't realize, but TV right above the door. I wonder if it comes out and swivels.
Yeah.
Okay, it swivels more towards the kitchen. There we go. Yeah, I think that works out where you could sit from both chairs. Alright, this is going to take me a minute to get back in. Alright, so what happens if she's watching TV and I come in and I don't look up? I'm going to knock that TV off the wall. Alright, now that might be being picky. Alright, let me try to get this thing back in. There we go. Some of the features I do like. Nice wall shelves. Comes with a nice big radio with a CD player if you still buy CDs. Microwave in a hood, 3-burner stove with an oven. Nice little heater. They all come with the same type heater. And I can tell you right now, as big as this thing is, that one will still get the job done. Breaker panel. Some more shells over on this wall. It does come with this nice little backsplash right here, but you know, this one looks like it's coming off a little bit. But you know, here at Miracle RV, you know they're gonna fix that before it gets sent out. The one thing about those, you know, you can't let stuff like that kind of deter you, especially when you have a little bit of trim that's coming off somewhere or anything like that, because you got to think about it. They do have to make these as light as possible, and most of it is glued together. When I bought mine, they gave me a whole different trim package, so I went in and put it all back in just because it did sit out in the heat a little bit too long. But let's continue to take a look around. One thing I really do like are these big, comfortable chairs with nice little swing tables on them. And if you watch me looking at these campers, then you're going to know I'm fixing to try this out. Yep. I see that right there is made for a big boy. And I like it. Check this out. Oh, shoot, yeah. You can sleep in this. I tell you what, these steps though, if you don't watch it, you'll be face first. Yeah, those are nice. That's a nice big comfortable chair. Another feature I like is this nice big sink with that real cool faucet. Yeah, you can get some dishes done in that one for sure. So apparently that door right there goes to the bathroom. Let's check it out and see if we're going to fit in there.
Nice. That would be fine. That would be fine. Yeah.
You like that bathroom?
Yeah. It's got the cabinets for the. It's got the shower.
Oh, it's got a separate shower and toilet. Okay.
Yeah. I like the cabinet space. There's plenty of room. I mean, you're not. I mean, one hip maybe gonna hit. I like the mirror.
Yeah.
That's convenient instead of having a little round one that we bought. It's actually glass too. Sink. Perfect. Yeah.
All right, well, you just saw 5'2" in there. Let's see what 6'3" does. You know, for real, this is actually a bigger bathroom than what I had in my 35-foot bumper pool, to be honest with you. There's a lot of room in here. It's just really hard to set the camera up to show you exactly the amount of space, but for a truck camper bathroom, this is the biggest I've ever seen. And like she said, with these extra cabinets and stuff, that makes all the world difference. I mean, you put your towels and all your bath essentials and stuff in there. That's amazing. And a real toilet. That's what I like about it. Now the shower, yeah, you know, can't get too picky. That is kind of small. But almost every shower is too small for me, even the ones in the house. So yeah, I can't stand up all the way straight, but look how pretty that is. But I don't know how you would. Yeah, this would only be just to wash the dirt off of you, and I would do that on that outdoor shower that we looked at earlier. And you may think it's odd that I go in and I stand in the shower and sit on the toilet and all that stuff, but I'm gonna tell you right now, once you own several campers, you find out what you like and what you don't like. And I don't like my cheeks hitting the wall or the toilet paper holder behind you where I can't reach it. So, you know, I don't know, it's a preference thing, sure, but if I'm gonna spend this much money, I'm gonna be comfortable. And I know you can't have it all, or you'd have to have a 5-ton truck, you know, and this thing will have 5 or 6 slide outs, and you're defeating your purpose of having the mobility to get back where you want to get. But in the end, that bathroom's big enough for me. One of the things that I'm really curious about is this bed. It looks like it's a queen size bed. Ooh, it's a nice memory foam or a Tempur-Pedic mattress. It's getting in and out with this wall right here, and I'm tucked over on that right hand side. How hard is it? So I'm gonna take my shoes off because they've got some people coming to look at this in about an hour, and they may be closing on it, so I don't want to get anything in that bed. So here we go. So I fit. I don't touch the wall. I got a real nice little TV up here. Speakers, vent fan. Look at these huge cabinets right there. And just like all Forest Rivers that I've seen, these little foot lockers. But then you have extra storage up all around your head. Now, I personally probably wouldn't put anything back in here because I'm going to knock it off in the middle of the night, especially if it's a drink or something. Then it's going to be all over the bed and it's going to make a mess. Instead, I'll probably put it over here on this corner. But I like the little reading lights they have. Love the little window and the 2 side windows that you can peer out. I think the other hard side that we looked at, they didn't have any windows up here besides this one. And you just had that closed off feeling. I think that was the model 1806. But this here, this has got a lot of windows in it. I really do like it. Got a lot of storage, and the bed is actually comfortable. Now, it goes without saying that Forest River, Palomino, or Miracle RV does not sponsor me. I do this on my own free will and accord just because I love campers. I love coming in. I've loved looking at these. And I've always wanted to see one of these hard-sided with the pop-outs and actually go through it. And this has been a real treat. Well, even though I may not like the placement of that refrigerator, it's still not a deal breaker for me if I was going to buy this camper. I mean, the size of it makes up for the inconvenience of having to step up on the step to get stuff out of it. But I also wanted to show up here on this bedroom. They actually have the plug-ins to charge your phone, and they have 110 outlets up here as well on both sides. Which we know in a modern world that we live with all of our electronics, stuff has to be charged all night long. And those are really convenient. And they even thought about that in these big comfortable chairs that we sat in just a few minutes ago. So look at this. Which I'm not sure about putting it on the inside because it's going to be rubbing your leg right here and it may mess that up. But if you're careful with it, I mean, at least you got a place to plug in. And look at these. Now that's high cotton right there, I can tell you. I want to take a look at this control panel real quick. So our battery fresh, black and gray. That's all cool. It's porch lights, water pump, awning 1, awning 2. Here's the lights for those. Tank heater. You know you're up north when you see something with a tank heater on it. And then of course, this is for your living room lights. Now, even though every one of them has a little push button that you can turn them on and off, it's just real convenient to have one switch to turn a bunch of them on at the same time. And then this is equipped with a solar panel up on top. So there's your solar charger controller. And then of course it has the water heater. I mean, you'd have to with a shower like that. And I don't know what this is. Oh, this is your remote for your jacks. That's pretty handy, not having it on a wire like mine is. Just walk around and do that. That's pretty cool. Up, down, front, and back. And here's your rear arrow direction camper. Yeah, that's pretty neat right there. I wished I had that. There's a conveniently located slide controller. So when you're packed up ready to go, the last thing you do is just hit that switch, boom, shut the door, and then you're on the road. I just seen something else here above the sink. What is this? Well, that's a kind of a weird spot to put your antenna controller for your TV. Huh. And then charging center right above your sink. Alright, I might have probably put those over here in this area, but maybe, you know, that's still not a deal breaker. It's just kind of a strange place to put it. Huh. And here's some more connection points back up in here. You know, the whole idea is if you're going to live in this, I can see how it would be kind of tight, especially with that little narrow walkway right there in the bathroom corner. And if that bathroom corner would have been rounded, it might have been a little bit better. But you have to keep in mind, I mean, you're not supposed to have the full comforts of home when you're out camping. Now that's called glamping, and even at then, you still don't have all your amenities. I mean, the cabinet space in this thing right here was plenty big enough to hold all my cooking stuff, I can tell you that. And with that pop out right there, it gave you a lot more extra room, and I really love them big comfortable chairs. And I'd tell you what this costs, but you know, every dealership has their own markdowns and incentives and things like that. So I can tell you this is a $35,000 or $40,000 camper. Well, this dealership here may be running incentives, it may only be 32, you know. So to tell you about where it's running, it's just best to go on the Miracle RV website, take a look at their inventory and see how much they're actually gonna charge for this. And then of course you may have a camper you want to trade in and things like that. Now, I actually wouldn't let the price tag deter you from a camper like this, because this is a really nice camper. I'd contact the dealership here and I would see what they can do for you. But you know, is this one for me? I would say it could be. Is it for you? I don't know. That's really up to you. But I will tell you, if I was in the market, this would be pretty high up on the list for me. I really did like it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Y'all hang around. We got a lot more campers up in this area that we're going to take a look at, especially here at Miracle RV. They've just been extremely welcoming and friendly, and I think this might be my go-to place from now on. So always remember, leave it better than you found it, and if I don't see you on the trail, then I'll see you down the road.